What's up, YouTube? We are back with another video. Now listen, Most Feared has dropped. They did a training reroll. It's going to be a beautiful thing. But first, I want to tell you, stay away from this. I did this earlier, and we're going to go to it right now. I'm going to show you this set right here. The 81 plus overall. I did this with 20. I did 20 of them. And I lost about 300,000 coins if I was to sell all the cards that I had used outright. Unbelievable, terrible. I pulled only 81s and 83s. I'm a little bit pissed off about that. However, hopefully now we've got all of our bad luck out of our system because we are going to do 400 training rerolls. That's what we're going to do. 170,000 coins worth. That's what we're looking for. And listen, I bought the training at 15. You can't buy training at 15 anymore. You probably are buying it for 20. But I bought it at 15 last Saturday. Hopefully you prepared like I did. And come on. 2.55 million coins. That's what I'm doing. All right, here we go. We are not going to bore you with too much. We're just going to show you the animation a little bit. Then we're going to come back. We're going to show you the results. I am, wow, an 87 to start. That's already better than the 81 plus. I'm hoping to pull, honestly, out of 400 packs, I'm hoping to pull 20 90s, which would be a 5% chance. That's what I'm hoping. More likely pulled about 8 to 10 is my guess, between 2 to 3%. That's what I'm thinking, but who knows, right? We're going to be back. We'll be back with all of the pulls so you can see them, and then we'll break down the coin on whether or not I made coin or lost coin. I'm almost positive I'm going to make coin because I bought my training for 15. But we're going to put it out as if I bought the training for 20 also to show you what currently could happen and so on. So we will be back when we're done. All right, you got to see only maybe 4 or 5 pulls because that's all I pulled that was good. It was unbelievable. 170,000 training. Oh my goodness. We're going to go through the numbers, but just before we go through the numbers, I want to make sure that you understand where I'm getting the numbers from. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the 78, 79s. You can go right here and sell them for 3,500 if you want to. But it will take you 50-some minutes, okay? That's not the number I'm going to give you. The number I'm going to give you is this one right here. We're going to give you 3,000 coins. So we're valuing all of our 78, 79 at 3,000. Now, if you're smart, you can flip this stuff so easily for so much profit by breaking it down even more. By breaking it down even more, you can look at there, 1,600. You can turn that into 2,900 or whatever I just said it was, 3,000, and it'll sell in 45 minutes. I know that's a long wait, but you do that over the course of an hour, 45 minutes, you do 20 of them, you're going to get some profit. But we're valuing all of those at 3,000. The 81s right here, we're valuing at 7,000 again. If you just break it down like this, you can make profit. But people don't do that. Honestly, people just go and buy it, and it's going to take me 23 minutes. You see right now it's 7,400, but I'm valuing them all at 7,000. We're going to go to the 83s real fast. Again, I'm valuing them at 7,000. It's going to take me 30 minutes to sell. It's okay. I got all the time in the world, right? If you're trying to make money right away, then you're not maximizing the profit. For 85s, I valued at 23,000 because at the time they were 23,000. But you can see right here, it's going to take you 10 minutes to sell. That's it, 10 minutes to sell. And I did 400 rolls, guys. It's going to take me a long time to sell this stuff. But we have another method coming up. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Actually, I'll bring it up at the very end. Something my son's been doing. But here we got 87s right here. We valued them at 33K because it'll take 2 to 3 minutes to sell. I'm good with that. And then we got 90s right up here. You can see 101. We're not going to sell for that. We actually valued it at 120 because people, I mean, it maybe take a little bit longer to sell on that. I don't know. But you can see right here they went pretty fast. But I valued it at 120. But that was our numbers. Okay. And so now I'm going to bring up the sheet. You guys are going to be kind of amazed with this one. So I told you at the very start that I was going to value, I bought all my training at 15. That's right here. You can see that right there. Now, when you plug in my number right here at 15, that's what I bought them for. You can see it was costing me 6,375,000 coins, or 6,3500 coins per roll, which means I got to sell each card for 7,000 to break even. Well, you know, that's the great thing about rerolls. Sometimes you pull good, sometimes you pull bad, but it cost me 2.55 million coins to buy all of my training for this one. And so you can see right here, after or pre-tax 4,382,000, but after tax 3.9 million coins if I was to sell all those cards outright. Now I'm not doing that because I got something special for you. But that right there is a 1.4 million coin profit if I was to go ahead and just sell all those cards. Now, training right now is roughly 20. Okay, so we're gonna plug 20 in. 20 brings it up to 8,500 per, which means I need to sell each card for 9,300. You can tell the big difference there by buying training lower than higher. It matters. I don't. If people tell you that it doesn't matter, it definitely does matter, especially when you're a penny pincher and don't want to spend a lot of coins. But you can see right here it costs 3.4 million coins if you were to do that roll 400 times like I did. Okay, so you can see right there, you would still make 500,000, but it's a far cry from making 1.4 million coins. But you've went through the numbers. As you can see, I'm going to make profit either way, but I'm going to show you something right now. All right, what I'm going to do with my 83s, just so you're aware, is I'm going to risk it for the biscuit a little bit. You can check right here. You can look at 83s. You can see 83s right now. Like I said, I valued them at 7K. But if we go and we break them down a little bit more, you can see 6,000 for that one. You can see that they are dropping a little bit. So if you can buy these at 6,000 and you can do the 85-86 exchange, okay? We're gonna look at this. It's gonna cost 18,000 coins to do the roll. Now, to me, that's okay because I like to risk it for the biscuit. I like to try to make profit in other ways. But let's look at 85s and let's see. Are there 85s going for less than, there's one for 21K. So if you were to pull Ted Hendricks and sell Ted Hendricks for 21K, I know this is unfiltered, guys. I got it. I'll go through the filtered price in a little bit. But that would be like an 800 to 900 coin profit right there. Now, what if you pulled an 86? And 86s are going for 29K. So that right there, instead of selling your cards for 7K and making 21K, you could make it into that set, like I said, the 85-86 exchange set, and turn that 18K or 21K, whatever, into 30K possibly. And possibly more if you pull a different card, if you pull one of these other cards. But now I know you want to look at the filtered prices. I got you. Let's look at the filtered prices. So if you really wanted to sell the card now, I got to sell it now because a lot of people are all about that. And that's not the way to make coin, guys. It's patience. But if you were to break it down, look at that. 17K. So it's basically costing us exactly. So we're losing out on auction house cut right there. But I wouldn't do that. I'd put them up for 20K to make sure that after auction house I get 18K back. I would make my coins back. There's other cards. You know, there is other cards that are worth something, right? You can look right here, again, breaking about even. So 85s are going to be, yeah, maybe risky, maybe not risky. It's up to you. But 86s, there's no risk. There's no risk. You're going to profit on this. I can tell you right now, my son just did this and he profited over 80K doing this. And I don't think he did many sets. He did 15 sets and profited 80 more thousand coins than he would if he was to just sell them outright. And that's sometimes what it takes. So it makes me wonder if the 87-88 set might be profitable, because you could pull Aaron Donalds, you could pull Khalil Mack. I know Khalil Mack doesn't have a card yet, I get it. But you can also pull Derrick Henry. I mean, think about it. Prices, I mean, 85s, I don't know. 85s might be worth it, maybe not worth it. I don't know, but let's check. Let's actually check and see while you're here. Let's check. So we're looking at 85s right now. You can see, and actually we can buy them cheaper. Just the regular cards we can buy cheaper, right? We're going to go ahead and break it down into this. We're going to go here. That's only 19K, so I don't, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. So that's, I mean, we're looking at probably 20K a piece. But I already know that if I go and search, so I know if I go and search these cards, they're about 17K, it looks like, for some of these guys. Most of them are 85s, you know, are going for about that much. You know, 85, 80. Some are going to be cheaper, right? But it looks like 17K at the very least. So let's say 18K. So it's costing about 54,000 coins to make the card. Unfiltered, let's check 87s. Unfiltered, then let's check 87s filtered. 87s unfiltered, I believe, are really cheap, actually, right? Yeah, 34. So I would say never mind on that. You know, this is why you do the math. This is why you come here and watch. But as you can see on the roll that we just did, just doing straight re-rolls. If you bought training at 20, you would make 500K. Doing 100 and was it 400 re-rolls? It's gonna take a while to sell those cards. If you bought training at 15, like I did last week, I'm gonna make about 1.4 million coins. But I'm also gonna do that 83. I'm gonna put those. I'm gonna do the 85-86 exchange, because I like to risk it for the biscuit. But anyways, that's it for me. I will see you later.